Grimz was the God. I have like, I think 3 books of Grimz. The God real quick, basically about like the story where it's like it's the main character in my story only have the same name, 2 names. The main male is only gonna be named Ed, and the main female was still gonna have a bond or something was gonna be named Rue. I'll talk more about that in the future, but like I do this before. Anyways, yeah, that's only their name. So basically, the story was like Ed was outside in the beginning smoking some crack and weed or whatever, and then he saw God. The sky basically the clouds turned black, and he separated, and a being came from above the sky. Now this being was a powerful being, the most powerful God in existence, the Baphomet. The Baphomet came up to Ed and told him, listen, you're actually the most powerful magician in this world. Because basically Ed already is a magician, like I don't know, we'll talk about that later or whatever, but it's not like Ed didn't have any powers when this happened, when he became a Grimz. Ed already was a master magician. He could kill anybody he wanted by creating demons and shit. Because basically in this world, magic is also real. But then what's happening here, the Grimz is going to be different. So he turned into a Grimz. He said, I will make you a Grimz or you will die. He said that, I forgot. But he made it into a Grimz. And a Grimz like this. A Grimz is a mortal or a human who had a contract with a god. And basically, like, they literally get godlike powers and shit. But the thing is that in the beginning of the phase of the contract, the god can take control of the body at any time it wishes, and like the human won't remember anything. Basically, it's like pretty much like as wartime God. Basically, it's like this: you come with Grimz, you get your god. The god, Ed's god was a guy named Zone. That's another one. Those 3 names are always in all my books: Ed, Rue, and Zone. Zone's always at the top nigga like in the story. Oh, Zone. So in this story, Zone is the god, Ed's first god, right? So basically, it's like this. I'm telling you a little bit about the story in the beginning. They basically decide right away what they have to do is they have to hunt down other gods and kill the immortal and take the gods, kill the gods too, and take the gods' eyeballs. So when they eat the gods' 2 eyeballs, they rank up and get more power from a higher level. This is like I forgot the ranking shit. I don't know at all. But there was Grimz. I forgot. Damn, there was a whole name. There was like 4 names. There was like the first one was the base level. I think it was what the fuck was it? I don't know. I'm about to make up a new one. Let's just call it Triad. I don't know. Triad. What's that word for N? I remember on the They say this fucking. I don't know. Super one. There's Super One, which happens when you eat 10 eyeballs. Then, for 20 eyeballs, you become Star. Yeah, I remember that. It was 20 eyeballs to Star Grimz. That's 20 eyeballs. And 30 eyeballs was High Grimz, right? High Grimz. I forgot. I think it was when you get to 40. I think it was when you get to 40, then actually something happens and then you get all the power of the gods. And then from there, you and your first original gods, you only have one god at this point. You don't have the gods yet. You and your god basically go on a war to decide who can take permanent control of the vessel. And basically, the whole thing is that originally, it's like normally the war is supposed to be like that. Like you have all the powers of God. You're really strong now. Like, you actually have the same amount of power that your God has. So it's like now you're fighting each other in a different world, in an inner world. It's like you're in your brain. It's like in the outside world, nothing's happening. The second they eat the last 2 eyeballs, they go into shock already, and they start levitating a little bit. They can't move. It's like it's about going crazy. It's like they look like they're not a stroke or whatever. Like you can't move, but like, they're floating. And it's like what's happening is also some light. They're also glowing. They have like an aura, like Goku, the Super Saiyan, like an aura. But the aura may be either rainbow or purple or what some color, I don't know yet. But that's how it is like that. And it's like they're in the mind, there's going to enter war between the Grimz, the god, and the Grimz. Because now the Grimz has 40 god eyeballs, they have the same godlike power, and they go to war. But basically the whole thing in the book, let's just say in the book, the rule that we're talking about right now has some tricks up her sleeves that makes the struggles between them with the Grimz and the gods not as difficult as they have to. And maybe, we'll just say this, maybe perhaps Ed actually won the war and became a deity. Because once you win the war, if you win the war, it doesn't matter. Once you win the war with your god, you become a deity, and then you can do that other god. The first 3 books of Grimz the God written. So yeah, this is the first one up. This video is about Grimz the God. So look at the pictures in the video too, because we'll talk about the story a lot. So that's what I'm doing. This is the first promo for Grimz the God. Promo 1 of 100.